Hey, Realtor Raj here. I'm here doing an inspection for a new construction. So I wanted to kind of show you guys around a little bit and kind of what all's involved in regards to that. I'm using Greenworks Inspection, and we have Colton here doing the inspection. Check it out. So Colton,
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
so tell us a little bit about Greenworks and tell us why it's very important for everyone to do a new construction inspection.
Sure, absolutely. So when it comes to new construction, I feel like it's really important to get one because you kind of don't know what you don't know. You can get in here, you can move in, and everything can look beautiful. But until you actually start to function and live in the house, you don't know the things that can go wrong. When it comes to new construction, there'll be plenty of times where we find leaks, electrical issues, roofing issues, just standard cosmetic issues. Window issues, I mean, tons of things. Just improper installation of items when it comes to the standard installation of even like roofing materials. I did a roof the other day where they actually installed valleys incorrectly, which would have allowed for a leak to occur. And actually, the roof actually did have a leak when I did my infrared, which one of the great things about Greenworks is we have great technology. I did my infrared sweep, and where I did find the roofing materials were improperly installed, it did locate a leak that was occurring right at that spot. This was a brand new build. The people had not moved into it yet. It would have been a while for that to actually start to show up when you start to see the moisture and the mold to occur. By that time, then it would have been an issue, and you would have had to raise a home warranty.
Yeah, it's already too late.
Exactly, or raise a home warranty ticket.
For sure. Yeah.
And then who knows how long that's going to take the process. So having a simple inspection done prior to the process can help alleviate a lot of those potential concerns and issues that might show up later. Now, we're not going to be able to find everything, but we do our best to try and find everything. At each fixture, we run water for a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. We fill everything up. We then drain everything. We try to build as much pressure and try to overload the system as much as possible so that when you get in here, it works as issue-free as possible. So really, I mean, go ahead.
So tell us a little bit about what's covered when you come in, sign up for a Greenworks package.
Sure.
What do you do when as soon as you start? You don't have to go extensive into exactly all the nitty gritty, but tell us what all you go through as far as inspection is concerned.
Absolutely. So, so like a green package, particularly like when it comes like a new construction or something, we typically go in and we start with testing all the kitchen appliances. We then like to turn on the heating portion of your HVAC system. We then make our way to the attic space, where we will then inspect the attic space, check the function and the installation of the HVAC unit, make sure it is working properly, flame pattern is how it should be. And then we then make our way down. We test the HVAC at all the registers, making sure the balancing between the rooms are properly balanced. We then turn on the cooling portion. While the house is cooling, we then go through and actually inspect the interior portion of the home, testing outlets, opening and closing doors and windows, testing for all proper function. Then we go through and test all the plumbing. We like to move, as our president says, like water, where we like to work from up to down, inside out, so we can flow like water. So we always like to start at the up. So as water flows, it will flow down. So if we have a leak or something that occurs up, it should make its way down. So we like to do stuff like that. We then make our way to the outside after finishing everything with the inside and doing our infrared sweep. We make our way to the outside where we inspect the foundation. We're inspecting the exterior walls, making sure everything is set up properly. We then make our way to the roof, and if we can walk the roof, we get on every single roof if possible. We also have cool technology such as drones if we can't make our way onto the roof to inspect. Now, it is better to walk it. We always want to walk it if possible, but we do have those secondary measures such as drones. We then test sprinkler systems, and then we come back in and we take elevations on the foundation with our zip level, and everything. We check out the foundation with the zip level and make sure everything is properly leveled and set up for success for you and your foundation. That's kind of the gist of it, of your basic inspection.
So going back to the zip level.
Sure.
What is the accepted differential?
Sure.
From, I know it's 30 feet, but do you mind explaining that a little bit?
We're looking for about 1 inch in every 30 feet or so. So we're looking for plus or minus 1 inch. Plus is always better than higher, or plus always better than lower, excuse me. because lower indicates something that might be settling and dropping. But we're really looking for consistency more than anything. Especially because a lot of your modern homes today are built on post-tension slabs, which allow for the house to move, but as long as it moves together, then it's okay. So that's what we're looking for. So as long as the numbers are consistent, now if there's a drop in the front, as long as the rear is higher and it flows and there's not any crazy up and down sort of movement in the numbers, then most likely the foundation is okay, as well as the evidence that we see, such as like doors, windows, cracks, and separation, stuff like that.
For sure.
But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking for with the foundation and the elevations and everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know you guys also kind of added services. You guys do the wood-eating insects.
Yes, yeah. So part of the exterior inspection is the wood destroying insect inspection as well. So as we're making our way around the exterior, while we're looking for deficiencies of the house, we're also looking for conducive conditions for wood destroying insects such as like termites, carpenter ants, carpenter bees, stuff like that. Something that would bring in those wood destroying insects and cause them to want to hang out near your structure, such as heavy foliage, wood rot, items like that would be prone to bringing those in. We're marking those for our wood destroying insect report, letting you know of those concerns, where they are, and what needs to happen for you to address and alleviate those concerns, such as like bringing a test guy or removing some bushes or trim stuff back, stuff like that.
Got it. I know we covered the sewer scope as well earlier. Anything I know on top of the new build packages you guys do, one of the services that you can add on is the 11-month.
Yes.
Which covers under that 1-year warranty.
Absolutely. So yeah, our 11-month home warranty is going to be basically the exact same inspection as your standard home inspection that we did for the new construction. We're just going to come back in after you've lived in the house. After you lived in the house, you can then tell me your concerns that you found. And your concerns that you found, such as slow drains, or maybe some cosmetic items that you have concern with, or maybe some loose or creaky floors upstairs, something like that you're concerned with, that you want to know. That's your point to tell me all that. And then I'm also going to go through and I'm going to test everything, make sure it's still working as it should. Or if there is something that has occurred or started to happen over the time, we can get it then added so they can get it fixed prior to your warranty expiring. So it's basically the same inspection, but just a little bit more, you have a bit more say in it as well, because you can tell me what you've experienced.
It's a proper feedback because you've been living in
Exactly.
Yeah. Other than that, do you have any kind of insights or wisdom you want to share as far as inspection is concerned, and why Greenworks?
Yeah. I mean, really, especially when it comes to new home buyers and when it comes to new construction, I highly recommend having the full inspection done. When it comes to a home inspection, have the sewer line scope done, having the full inspection done. With the home warranty and everything, I do highly recommend it, because so often you don't really know what has all occurred during the building process. I've done thousands of home inspections, and it really is hard to believe, even still, some of the things that I find while doing some new construction stuff, just because of, you think it's a new house, you
Right.
you have the expectation of it being new. You expect perfect.
That's something we were speaking about earlier, actually, how we were talking about, it doesn't matter if it's a $300,000 house or a $2 million house.
No.
We've seen issues. You and I both have seen issues, but even comes to the multi-million-dollar, very high-end builders.
Absolutely. And sometimes you can get some even bigger issues going on with that. So it really doesn't matter.
Run those scope lines.
Absolutely. You have to scope them. Absolutely. I mean, there's hundreds of different contractors that come in and out, and those guys, while they're working their butts off, it's not their home.
Right.
They don't really care.
Right.
And so they're going to cut corners. They're going to do stuff that makes the job easier on them. Yeah. So that's what happens. And while it's not ideal, and we want everyone to do their best work all the time, you can't expect it. And so that's why you bring somebody in like us at Greenworks to make sure that if it isn't done exactly as it should, we can try to find it.
Right. And this kind of goes out, even if you go with a high-end builder, whether it be Traditions or Toll Brothers or whoever, right? it's yes, the builder is trying to strive for the highest quality,
Absolutely.
but we have no idea who the subcontractor is coming in.
That's
and
exactly
that's
right.
where the biggest difference is, and that's why these third-party inspections are very crucial.
Exactly, because they have a bunch of third-party subcontractors and stuff.
Exactly.
And so the builder, while the builder can, like you said, strive for the greatest quality, there's tons of other people that are coming in that don't really care ultimately. And so having somebody on your side to come in and represent you is huge, in my opinion. I mean, having somebody in your corner, absolutely.
Yeah. So last thing to finish off, why Greenworks Inspection?
We're the best. I mean, really, we're the best when it comes from the inspection that we provide to the tools that we provide. Everything that we do is geared towards customer satisfaction and making sure that you receive the best possible inspection, and then we do the best possible job that we can. We're given the best tools that you can possibly have to perform the best inspection. So given all that, I feel like it's the best place to go for your inspections. Absolutely.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Colton.
My pleasure.
So Colton's out here doing some inspection on the sewer line, and they use cameras. So let's check it out.
What we got here is our sewer line scope. Basically, I'm traveling through the main sewer line going into the house. This is going to scope out all the drains. So there's a camera. And basically, you can view what's going on inside of your main sewer line. So right here, we're coming up to a bend of some sort. Looks that might be, nope, can go it a little bit farther. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. Just like this. Another bend. That's the very end. So now we're headed up towards a plumbing stack up through the roof. So now that will go up through the roof as part of the venting system of your plumbing system. That will allow for any sort of gases that are in the sewer lines to emit properly and allow for proper pressure on the drains to allow for proper drainage.
So Colton, what would you say you should why would you recommend doing a sewer scope inspection?
Totally. So, I mean, you don't know what you don't know, for one.
Even if it's new construction, right?
Especially when it's new construction. So a lot of times on these new construction homes, you have numerous contractors, hundreds of contractors that are in and out of these homes. And they don't have the proper oversight that you would like to see all the time. And a lot of these guys just really don't quite care. And I've seen tons of trash down drains. The other day I did a brand new home and I found a tube of silicone caulk down the middle of the drain line. I've got a picture of that I could show you here in a little bit. But yeah, there's tons of stuff from towels, debris, beer cans. We found it all down inside these. So you don't know what you don't know. Worst case scenario is we don't find anything, but that's also best case scenario as well. So really, we're gonna want to make sure that there's nothing inside of here. It's for peace of mind than anything. Also, you wouldn't want to move in here and 3 months down the road, you have a big old drain blockage and have to have the builder come back out and fix it. And now you've got your brand new house and you're moving back out to fix something. So always a good idea to get it addressed prior to moving in and at least have it checked out.
Perfect. Thanks, Colton.
Absolutely.